expert in your field, or do you provide professional services and consultation? Do you have knowledge that someone would be willing to pay for? Do you know how to monetize that knowledge and turn it into a sustainable online business? You're not alone. Many professionals find it challenging to create a profitable online business around their expertise. But now, there's a solution. Subscribe to the Customer Skills Consultation App waitlist and download the Knowledge Monetization Toolkit packed with practical strategies and real-world examples that will help you monetize your skills, knowledge, and create a sustainable online income. Whether you're a coach, consultant, author, speaker, teacher, or any other type of expert, this ebook will give you the tools and guidance you need to succeed. Don't wait any longer to monetize your knowledge. Join our waitlist now and take the first step towards creating a sustainable online income. Visit www.cashmyskills.com.
My name is Temitope Oluwatosin Akinsomi. I'm a user researcher for the Join Momentum. My experience with Join Momentum has really been a great influence on my personality in that he has helped me understand the tech world, which I thought I couldn't get into because I didn't study anything that had to do with tech. Even though I loved the tech world, even though I had worked with different teams where I was working before in Nigeria, but because I never had the educational background, I thought it was a limitation for me. And then I got to meet Victor, and I learned that there was no limitation as long as you are willing to work hard. My experience has been wonderful. Have met different people, have linked up with people personally, inside and outside, and it's really opened my eyes to the different aspects of a project. I have worked with the design team, I've worked with the media team, I've worked with different kinds of people, and it's been an experience that I would really not have loved to miss. So I am happy. I have a group of people who work together like a family. It's a close-knit family, and I have been able to learn from them. I've been able to use tools that I never thought. People have come online to give us training on how to even understand an aspect that had nothing to do with what I am doing right now. I've learned really a lot from the teams, from the different delivery teams. A typical day starts with the daily stand-up, which is for like 15 minutes, in which everybody gives an update on what they've done yesterday, what they are doing today, and if they have any blockers, and if there's any need for someone to support them in one way or the other. Then you go into your own personal assigned task, or if you have any meetings where you have to meet to discuss what you have to do. There's meetings, but sometimes the meetings are no more than 30 minutes or 1 hour. And then you get to do your own personal deliverables, and you get to work with different teams. You can have a meeting with the design team, it could be with the media team, and based on the task that has been assigned to you, your day will go based on that task every day. What advice would I give? I will tell you that you're in a very good place. You're with a very good team, a family that would train you, that would give you tasks that would challenge you, that would put you in a place where you would learn every day. It's not just about the papers. It's about the training, the experience you get, the people you meet, the things you're exposed. My name is Temitope Oluwatosin Akinsomi. I'm a user researcher for the Join Momentum. My experience with Join Momentum has really been a great influence on my personality in that he has helped me understand the tech world, which I thought I couldn't get into because I didn't study anything that had to do with tech. Even though I loved the tech world, even though I had worked with different teams where I was working before in Nigeria, But because I never had the educational background, I thought it was a limitation for me. And then I got to meet Victor, and I learned that there was no limitation as long as you are willing to work hard. My experience has been wonderful. Have met different people, have linked up with people personally, inside and outside, and it's really opened my eyes to the different aspects of a project. I have worked with the design team, I've worked with the media team, have worked with different kinds of people, and it's been an experience that I would really not have loved to miss. So I am happy. I have a group of people who work together like a family. It's a close knit family, and I have been able to learn from them. I've been able to use tools that I never thought. People have come online to give us training on how to even understand an aspect that had nothing to do with what I am doing right now. I've learned really a lot from the teams, from the different delivery teams. A typical day starts with the daily stand-up, which is for like 15 minutes, in which everybody gives an update on what they've done yesterday, what they're doing today, and if they have any blockers, and if there's any need for someone to support them in one way or the other. Then you go into your own personal assigned task, or if you have any meetings where you have to meet to discuss what you have to do. There's meetings, but sometimes the meetings are no more than 30 minutes or 1 hour. And then you get to do your own personal deliverables, and you get to work with different teams. You can have a meeting with the design team, it could be with the media team, and based on the task that has been assigned to you, your day will go based on that task every day. What advice would I give? I would tell you that you're in a very good place. You're with a very good team, a family that would train you, that would give you tasks that would challenge you, that would put you in a place where you would learn every day. It's not just about the papers. It's about the training, the experience you get, the people you meet, the things you're exposed to, the level of your understanding of these tech words that looked so difficult before you got on the team. You get to learn, you get to meet different people from different aspects of the world. Yes, people in Africa, different people in Europe. You get to make friends, and then of course you get to meet outside, and you also get to learn from everybody's personal life. So it's a great place. It's not a place, forget what it costs, but everything in life will cost you something. But it's really an experience you don't want to miss. I wish you all the best. Welcome to the Joy Momentum team. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Can everybody hear me? If you can hear me, I want you to help me comment by saying yes, or give me your emojis. Put your comments or give me your emojis. Let me know you can hear me in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Another wonderful time to come and talk to you guys. Let me. Okay. I can see a comment from Onyeku Chinedu Gabriel. Thank you for confirming that you can hear me on Facebook. If you are on YouTube, I got a message earlier that people on LinkedIn might be having a problem, but it looks like it's resolved now. So if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on YouTube, please let me be sure that you are connected and we can hear ourselves. So put a comment in the chat. I have a couple of things I want to talk about today. So it's going to be, okay, I have another comment from Bro Chibuzo. Okay, fantastic. Facebook people, they're loving it. They're loving it. This is going to be an exciting time. All right, let's get into it. So I don't have a lot of time, but I want to make the most of the time today. I am talking about exploring the global talent visa, as a route. And if you have been following my social media prints and even join momentum in the last couple of weeks, you realize that, okay, Facebook, Folashade said, I can hear you, Victor. Nice one. Thank you very much, Folashade, for confirming. So please, let me just quickly say this. If you have questions as I go through the conversation this evening, please put them in the chat and I will do my best to answer your questions, okay? Now, let me be very upfront. The title for this, for my live audience series today is actually Exploring Global Talent Visa, but I'm taking it from a different perspective. So it really doesn't matter whether you want to explore the Global Talent Visa or not. Just stay with me, because a lot of the things I will be talking about might be relevant. You might find them valuable, whether you are considering registering for the Global Talent Visa or not. Okay, so it doesn't really make any difference. You find a lot of things that I want to talk about very valuable. So back to what I was saying earlier. If you have been following Join Momentum, following my posts, especially mine on TikTok or whatever social media platform, you would have seen that we've just released a new product into the market, and we want to help a lot of people to simplify the confusion, to minimize confusion and simplify the process of applying for the Global Talent Visa program. Now, for those who might not know what the Global Talent Visa program is, I would just say in one word, it is a tier 1 route to come and work and live in the United Kingdom. So it's one of the routes of access to work and live in the UK. All right. Now, the reason why we have designed this roadmap to the Global Talent Visa is because we have also found that a lot of people are paying so much money to demystify the complexities around the applying for the Global Talent Visa. A lot of people struggle to put together the information that's required to be able to qualify, whether it is in the domain of technology, whether it's in the domain of arts, or whether it's in the domain of research, right? We have created a simplified step-by-step product that you will go through to do a self-assessment by yourself to know where you stand when it comes to applying for the Global Talent Visa. The second thing that you need to be aware of in this product is the fact that it leads to multiple things. So I'll bring up my slide in a moment and you'll see what I'm talking about. We have also put together an activity timeline that shows you how to access things like mentoring. We have mentors available who are in the program ready to support anyone that is, on the journey or about to start the journey or starting to apply for the Global Talent Visa. Okay, so our mentors are within the program. So you basically just need to join the program, access the program, and you have access to mentors. The third thing that I want to mention is also the fact that we have partnered with the top immigration solicitors in the United Kingdom who are available to also help our candidates. So if anybody comes through our program after taking the course and you now realize, hang on, my situation is a bit more complicated, I need a bit more support, or I need a legal expert to work with me in packaging my application for a recommendation of an endorsement rather, and the visa application. We have that available, of course. At all those are paid for. Now, what I want to focus on this evening is we have had 2 live workshops on the Growth Academy platform. So for those who have been a part of the Growth Academy platform, we have had 2 live workshops, one of them where we took question and answers and I explained some of the things that are important to consider if you are looking to, if you're considering the Global Talent Visa route as a way to live and work in the United Kingdom. It is really, really beneficial because you are not tied to an employer, unlike the skilled worker visa. Also, it is so important to know that you can get the leadership, which gives you 3 years to indefinite leave to settlement. And you can get the promise, which gives you 5 years as well. So it is super, super, super useful to have this very simplified program that makes it very easy for anyone that wants to apply for the global talent. And even if you want, if you want to assess yourself, whether it is something you should consider or not, take the course. On my screen, you would see a ticker going at the bottom. The ticker at the bottom is the link to a WhatsApp group that we have set up off the back of the workshop. If you join that WhatsApp group, in the WhatsApp group, there's a code that gives you access to 10%. So the program itself is £99, so it's not expensive at all. But again, £99 is a lot of money to some people. It's relative. So every little helps. We are giving out 10% discount for people that join the WhatsApp group. So if you join the WhatsApp group, in the WhatsApp group, you find the code and you just take the code, you go and get 10% to order the Global Talent Visa Roadmap course. Okay. So if you follow the link on my screen that is kind of going, that gives you 10% off. Okay. So let's get into the conversation, to the gist for tonight. Let me bring up my slides. Okay. So if you can see my slide, this is something that I presented to people that attended the live workshops. If you want to have access to the live workshops, in fact, the one we had yesterday, we had Dimeji, who has secured the Global Talent Visa on the leadership route. So he secured the Global Talent Visa as a leader. He was endorsed as a leader, meaning that he's had relevant experience and profile to be able to secure that visa. And he shared a lot of insights yesterday. All of that, in terms of the recording and the package and everything, is within the roadmap program. So again, you need to get the course to be able to have access to the playback and the recording of those two sessions. Okay. Now I want to quickly go through this, and then I'll show you the important things. And like I said, it doesn't matter whether you are applying for the Global Talent Visa or you are looking at another visa route, or you are not even doing visa, you want to grow yourself. You will see the couple of things I want to share with you. And I want to make an important announcement because I've brought something really good also to announce to all of you today. Now, the first thing you want to do is, if you want to get a mentor to support you with your Global Talent Visa, our mentors are not publicly available. People that have been sending me DMs, people who have been sending messages to us and saying that, oh, I have started the process of applying for the Global Talent Visa, but I just need somebody, I need a mentor to work with me. Our mentors and mentoring packages are not expensive, but what we do not do is we do not want people to waste we don't want to waste your time, and we don't want you to waste the time of our mentors, because our mentors are really busy people, as you also, I'm sure you are pretty busy. So the proof that you know what you're doing and you have started well is to have gone through the assessment within the course. So if you are not in the course, you will not be able to access the forum to ask your questions. Neither will you be able to find the link to request access for mentoring. So if you go to the Growth Academy platform, you will not find any link there to go and book a mentor. And if you go behind the scenes and go and ask, oh, this person, that person, you will hear the amount of money that people are charging just to mentor and look at your document, or help you to package your document, or make sure that you're not missing some important things. So what is £99 or £89 to get access to a way that you can do it yourself, look at the step-by-step process, and then assess yourself, see how you score, see how you weigh, okay? And also look at all the other testimonials of people who have done it and how they have done it, and the key things that can help you make sure that you're not missing anything out. And then you can go from level 1 on my screen to level 2 to request mentoring. Or you can even say, you know what, I do not need a mentor. What I'm looking for is I need a solicitor. Yeah, and we can secure an assessment with our solicitors for you. Of course, it's paid, but that gives you a higher level of confidence, because these solicitors I'm talking about, these guys are one of the best in the UK. So you can imagine working with you on your case and representing your case to the Home Office, you can imagine the amount of weight this would carry. So you can go from 1 and you can jump to 3, or you can go 1, 2, 3, or you can actually go 1, 2 and jump 3 and go to 4. So number 1 is you get a course. That is the only way to come into the program. Number 2 is to get a mentor. You can get mentoring. That's your choice. Number 3, you can get legal expertise, right, to secure your peace of mind. That's up to you as well, your choice. Or you can actually go from number 1 to number 4. Yeah, that's very possible. If you're confident, you know what you're doing, you think you've got everything all together, I see no reason why anybody cannot go from just taking the course and going to apply. Of course, I would highly recommend mentoring, of course, at the least, I would highly recommend mentoring. But again, it's people's decisions. Okay? And the 4th step in the journey is for you to go and apply for an endorsement, right? There are different endorsement bodies depending on the route you are taking, okay? There are different endorsement bodies depending on the route you're taking. If you're coming through tech, you most likely will be going through Tech Nation. Tech Nation have a lot of information or whatever to guide you. But again, at the end of the day, it's important to get mentoring as with anything you want to do with your career. So you don't take this lightly at all. So once you secure an endorsement, which is super important, then you can automatically go and apply for your visa. To apply for your visa is basically an easier step. I think the biggest step in between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this flow is number 4. Number 4 is the biggest step. Once you secure number 4, you are home and dry. You are home and dry. Okay? You're home and dry. If you have any questions, okay, anything you want me to talk about, please put them in the chat, and I will do my best to address them for you. Okay. Now, let me quickly share with you some of the very important elements that off the back of the sessions we have had, the live workshops we have had. And I'll be speaking today from a tech perspective. I am a technology leader, and I'm a chief product officer at Joy Momentum. So I lead so many product teams, and I've been working in this capacity for quite a long time. So there's important criteria. If you go and check, one of the important criteria if you're going to apply for the Global Talent Visa is to have worked in a product-led role or within a product-led organization. Let me explain what that means. If you say that you are a business analyst, all right, or you are a, I don't know, DevOps engineer, okay, for example, if you're a business analyst, how have you applied yourself within a product-led role? For example, are you working in a startup or an organization that is producing a product, meaning a valuable product, a commercial product that customers are paying for? Number one. Secondly, if the answer to that is yes, how have you contributed your skills as a data analyst or business analyst within that product-led company or in that product-led role? For example, were you the BA that shaped the business solution architect that shaped the product? Or were you the one that ensured that the product is stable in whatever developed or deployed or whatever? Or are you the one that helped them with raising funding? Or did you contribute to maybe the growth or the scaling of the product or the launching of what exactly did you do? What are your individual contributions in a product-led role? And this is not, when I say this is not a job title. You can be a product manager and you can work in a company like maybe Microsoft. And Microsoft is not a product-led organization because you are just a very tiny part of a big machine. So your role and your impact will be almost zero or minimal, not zero, minimal. So you cannot be recognized as a product-led, you cannot be recognized as working in a product-led capacity or within a product-led organization. So what mostly I would recommend is to think about how do you turn your experiences or your knowledge or your capacity. Maybe, for example, somebody yesterday, let me sip some sips of water. Somebody came on the workshop yesterday and said he had worked in a bank, commercial bank, for 15 years. If he's going to consider applying for the global talent visa, what are his chances? And the answer is very simple and straightforward. If you're working in a commercial bank, you're working and providing a service. That is not a product-led role, and you're not in a product-led capacity or organization. However, what you can do is to take that experience of your commercial banking or microfinance banking or whatever it is, and maybe go and serve and go and partner with a fintech organization and bring your experience and your knowledge in that you've accumulated over the years, and see what you can contribute significantly within that fintech or to that fintech startup, such that it will be recognized that you have delivered and you have contributed in a leadership or in a significant capacity that can be referenced. And that is how you begin to build and turn the experience or the journey or the whatever it is you have in terms of your capacity to align with the expectations of the Global Talent Visa program. I hope this is helping somebody. If you are getting what I'm saying, please put in the comment, I feel you, or I'm with you. I want to see your chat and let me know if you are following me. So the other thing I want to say before I move on to my next point here is when we talk about product-led role or product-led company or in product capacity, it is important that you consider, I feel you, I'm with you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I can see that people are feeling me and they're understanding what I'm saying. Fantastic. This is great. Now, if you're working in a product-led capacity or in a product-led role, the other thing I want to call out to you is that even if you don't have any experience or if you don't have any tech knowledge or whatever, it does not mean that the gate is closed for you to apply for the global talent visa. This is why it's important that people take the roadmap to global talent visa seriously, the course, because that gives you an idea of how you can come up with a plan, a set of actions. For example, give yourself 6 months to 12 months to 1 year to 18 months to 2 years and say, between now and 2 years, I need to have built my profile, or I need to have built myself in terms of my experience, my contributions, my skills, my capacity, to a point where I can then be qualified to apply for the global talent visa. So again, it really doesn't matter where you are or what it is you're doing at the moment. So just to be very clear, it's a matter of having a clear roadmap, having a plan that you can work towards. So for so many people who are being worried, okay, I'm on a student visa or I want to switch to, you can definitely make the switch, but you need to have a plan. You need to have a clear plan of action, and the roadmap is one of the things I believe. That is why we have designed the product anyway, to give everybody that simplified view of having a step-by-step plan of action. It even includes some templates for things like CV, templates for like things like your portfolio, templates for things like your initial checklist, and how to start the journey generally. So the whole problem we are trying to solve with the roadmap to the Global Talent Visa online program is to minimize confusion and help you to start, right? I must be very clear. The fact that you take the roadmap course or the online program, it is not a silver bullet that once you take it, boom, you are going to be able to secure an endorsement. No, no, far from it. It is to provide that level of clarity and minimize confusion. Okay, provide clarity and minimize confusion. I can see a question on the screens. It says, what of a mechanic? When you say mechanic, do you mean a mechanical engineer or somebody who does handcraft work, like a mechanic, right? You fix cars, or what, mechanic of what, right? Bro Chibuzo Osinayeneze, if you can be clear about what you mean by mechanic, maybe I can throw more light on that. But this Global Talent Visa is specifically for people with potential leadership skills in industry or sector such as or arts or research. Okay, so if you can take the program and check yourself and see what skills you have that you can apply for this type of visa. Okay, now let me move on very quickly. Your personal contributions is important. Okay, I know I've mentioned this before in my previous slide. You need to call out what you did, right? Not say, oh, in my company, we build a product for ladies to be able to get their makeup done. Fantastic. That is your product-led organization or product-led role. Now, the next question is what is or what was your personal contribution to that product or to that deliverable? What did you do? What are your personal contributions? You need to be able to clearly articulate your personal contributions so that anybody that looks at it will know that this is what you did. And this applies not just for, okay, like car mechanics. Okay, I don't think this applies to that category, Chibuzo. I think you need to look into other categories of visa, and definitely you will be able to find the category of visa that works for you. Okay, so you need to call out your personal contributions. There's another questions here from Collins Booker. Collins Booker says, can you use a sole trader business or restaurant or delivery business to get a global talent visa for a family? The answer to that is it depends. It depends on when you say sole trader business. A sole trader, please, can you put that question back? The Collins Booker question. Thank you. Now, this is a very interesting one because there's something else I'm about to announce at the end of my talk, which relates to something like this. There is a different category of visa that we have also designed a product to address. And that is for people that want to do what we call business immigration. You can definitely consider business immigration and self-sponsor yourself and your family with your business visa. Okay, so if you have a sole trader business that is into restaurant or delivery business in the United Kingdom, I would recommend that you consider the business immigration self-sponsorship. Our product, the roadmap for the business immigration for self-sponsorship is going to go live by the end of this week. By the end of this week, it's going to go live. So please keep an eye on that. In fact, you can even join the WhatsApp group as well, Collins Booker, so that when that goes live, you can access it and you can look at the things you need to do to package your business and be able to secure the self-sponsorship, to go down the self-sponsorship visa route. We have designed a separate product to address this particular use case. So I wouldn't say that you should carry your sole trader business from a restaurant or delivery business to get a global talent visa. You might struggle with that because if you are running a business and you are delivering business or running a business already in the UK, I would say that to secure a global talent visa, you might struggle with some of the things. But again, it depends. If you look at the global talent visa, if you want to look at it from the angle of I am the product owner, I have delivered a product. Maybe you built an app, maybe a restaurant delivery app. Okay, that might actually be a thing. Then you definitely should be able to go for the global talent visa. So it depends on your scenario or your situation. If you have maybe you have an app that you're using to manage, like Deliveroo app or Just Eat app, and you are the one that owns it, and you are the chief owner or the business owner, you might potentially be able to get the global. You might be a good candidate for the global talent visa. Does that make sense, Colin Booker? That answers your question. Okay. So let me move on. I will take more questions, but I'm gonna go ahead. My next point is, before I answer Emmanuel Ayin Miro, let me quickly say this. Recommendations are super important. You need to have recommendations. And in fact, if you have worked in a company in the past, on your LinkedIn or maybe whatever, go and ask them for recommendations. because these are the things that you need to be able to build that profile that you want to give to the Home Office or to the endorsement body that will endorse your profile for the Global Talent Visa. Okay, so recommendations cannot be over, and you need to think in terms of timeline. For people who are wondering, look at the between now and the last 5 years. If you, whatever you have done in the last 5 years, do you have awards you have won, you have recommendations they have given to you, your LinkedIn profile. There's a on my LinkedIn profile, I'm sure there's a lot of, go and check it out, see what I'm talking about. Okay, so always ask for recommendations is super important. Okay, now to answer the questions on my screen, Emmanuel Ayin Miro says, what are the chances of a broadcast journalist in the Global Talent Visa? Very good chances. You can look at this in the area of arts or research. So I would say that you should consider the roadmap program and look at what are the potential opportunities or areas that you can tackle this from. If you're a broadcast journalist and you already have some, historical references and evidences to prove the things you have done and the value you have brought into the ecosystem, definitely you have higher chances. Okay, you have higher chances. All right, Kunle Yakub, I'm going to take your question next before I move to my next point is talk about profile. But let me answer your question, Kunle Yakub. What if you start a care agency company? What if you start a care agency company? Now, my answer to you is, if you start a care agency company, is that a product-led care agency company? What is your care agency company doing? Right? I mean, agency to me sounds like you are hiring people, you are providing a service, hiring people to go and provide care services. That is not product-led. Okay, that's not product-led. That's a service. You need to think about this from what problem am I solving? What product am I providing that people are paying for that I can show and I can evidence? I mean, if you have a care agency company, there's so many ways you can look at it. For example, in your care agency company, are you doing anything innovative? Are you doing anything maybe tech-enabled? Are you using things like artificial intelligence to solve your problems? I don't know what your care agency company is all about, but you have to think about it from a product-led perspective, meaning what is the commercial product that people are paying for, right? Not you being a part of an entire ecosystem and we really cannot pinpoint what you have innovated or what problem you have solved with your idea or with your product. I hope that helps. Okay, I can say thank you. So that answers your question. Fantastic. These questions are really good, guys. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I've got a few more minutes, so let's go. I'll just sip water. I'm enjoying this. My next point rather, is profile. Your profile is super important. Many people think that, it's strange. When I do a lot of coaching, I mentor so many people, as you can imagine. A lot of people still think that the value of having a LinkedIn profile, or if you're a product person, you don't have a GitHub account, or you are a tech person, you don't have a GitHub account, is weird. It's very, very, it doesn't mean that you should have plenty of followers on it, but you should have a history of something that you have done. Okay, a history of your footprint, where you have worked, who you have worked with, who you are connected to. What's your LinkedIn profile like? In fact, in this time and age, if you do not have a LinkedIn profile, I'll be worried. I'll be worried for you. Not even anything to do with Global Talent Visa. Career-wise, generally, I'll be super concerned. I'll be super concerned for you. So, sorry, I'm just checking that. Okay, if you're still with me, I want you to say hello in the chat. Let me know you are still following me. Let me know you're still following me. Okay. I'm trying to see if I'm live on LinkedIn, if it's working. Yeah, okay. I think I'm live. I'm still live. Okay. Sorry. I like to double check the technology. So your profile is important. If you don't, thank you. Yawale. Thank you, Emmanuel, for saying hello from YouTube. Fantastic. This is helping somebody. Okay. So your profile is important. If you don't know how to upgrade your profile or how to uplift your profile, you need to learn it, or you need to, even if you have to pay somebody to do that for you, do it, please. Your profile needs to be spot on. People need to look at your profile and say, yes, this matches what you are claiming. But if you claim that you are all of this, I like what Dimeji said yesterday. I make reference to that workshop yesterday. Dimeji said some people are so popular in their local environment or their local immediate echo, like a small circle ecosystem, that they expect that when they submit their application for global talent endorsement, the caseworker or the endorsing body should basically just figure it out and Google them out. Nobody's going to Google you. So you need to give them the information. You need to provide it in a way that is understandable and clear and articulate. Yeah. So don't assume that because you are popular in your local or in your everybody should know you, they should figure it out. Or because you have a big following on Facebook or big following on YouTube, they don't care about all of that. So you really need to share the information with them so that they can actually find you and they can see that, excuse me, they can see that you are who you say or you claim yourself to be, okay? So your profile is very important. Now, let me say something before I go off this point of profile. One of the things that we do at Joy Momentum is we have two major programs in our talent accelerator. Two major programs in our talent accelerator. And you can actually go to our website and go and check right now. I will say, if my team is there, please post the link to Joy Momentum website, Global Digital Internship. Our accelerator program tuition is £5,000. So for those who do not know, our accelerator, the tuition for our program is £5,000. However, we have 100% scholarship, which is called Global Digital Internship, meaning that we have chosen to give and invest £5,000 in specific individuals who meet certain criteria, whether it's business analyst or DevOps engineer to software developers to QA testers. We have people who have applied from all over the world and they are satisfied. They are our recruitment assessment and also our interview assessment. And we have chosen to invest these £5,000 in them, £5,000 in them, 100%. Okay. The current cohort of our recruitment has just ended. Our next cohort is opening in April. So please feel free to apply. But I must tell you, I must warn you, because it is 100% free and we are building we want to build a big global ecosystem of digital professionals. Our plan is that these people that are working with us, we want to keep them for as long as possible. The program is a 6-month program, but we are on a trajectory to start talking to angel investors and we want to start talking to VCs about the products that we are building. And if we get funding and whatnot, some of these people will automatically, they are part of the team. Some of them might even get equity to work on this product on a much more long-term basis. That is why the investment is an important part of our accelerator program. Okay. Now, if you want to guarantee your spot, because many people apply and they don't get selected, I have to be honest with you. I posted on my social media today, many people sending me messages on LinkedIn, on my Facebook, people connecting with me on WhatsApp, telling me, oh, I have applied, but nobody is contacting me or I'm getting rejections. Sorry about that. We are oversubscribed. That's the truth. As I speak to you, we have received over 8,000 applications and we have only been able to bring about 30 or over 30 people into the program so far. Okay? Because it is £5,000 and it's quality program, you are working, building, it's an unpaid internship, yes, but the quality of relationships, quality of experience, the exposure, the profile development, the personal branding, the many things that you get, the community, the features, your leadership, your confidence, many things that come with the program It's something that a lot of people really need. In fact, many companies don't even provide that level of quality or attention or training or roadmap to their own employees. I dare say that, okay? And if anybody wants to come and challenge me, please feel free, challenge me what your company does to improve your own employees. And let's see, I promise we can match it at Join Momentum, because that's how great it is to work at Join Momentum, okay? And I'm saying that very proudly, not because I'm the chief product officer. I mean, you can ask anybody Join Momentum. We all enjoy what we do, and we love the kind of problems we are solving, okay? So if you want to guarantee yourself a spot, if, for example, you have been applying, we started in December, we have done 2 cohorts now. This is our third cohort. If you have applied, you've not been able to get in, I'm sorry, you can apply again in the next cohort. We will definitely look at your application. If you don't meet up again, you may, but if you want to guarantee your spot, you can apply to our career accelerator placement. That one is not an 100% scholarship. We give 70% scholarship for that. Okay, so you have to self-sponsor yourself 30% of the tuition program, of the program tuition. And with that, we've even made it flexible. We have payment plans of 3 times, 4 times, 6 times, whatever. So it's very easy, and it's easier because our mission is to turn people who are enthusiastic about digital technology. We want to turn them to digital professionals, and ultimately we want to make people startup founders and entrepreneurs. Okay, but it starts from that experience and mentoring process. Okay, so I will move on very quickly. Thank you. Those are the links. If you look at the chart, the links are in the chart. You can check out the Global Digital Internship. You can check out our Career Accelerator. And if you have questions, please feel free. Book a session on the website, book a session with the team, or send us a DM. I'm sure somebody will be there to help you from our growth marketing team. My next point is around awards and industry recognitions. Now, this is super important especially if you're looking at the global talent visa. Okay, you need to put yourself to secure awards and industry recognition. In fact, now in the UK, especially, I know much more about the UK. I don't know much about other places, but in the UK, it is very easy to secure awards. There are companies that help you secure awards. Do you know that? Just Google. You pay some little amount of money, and they will put you in a program where you can actually get awards and recognitions for your work, for your company, for your business, for your contribution. Okay? There are charities that you can work with, that you serve them for, give your value to them, and they can give you an award, and they can publicize on their website. They can publicize on social media. They can take your picture and you can do a celebration. These are the things that are important for you if you want to go for the global talent visa. So think about it. What can I do? Where have I been missing this award? Industry recognitions, awards, all these things are super important that you can start working towards. And these are some of the things that we're going to be sharing within the roadmap forum. So people that come in the program, we have a forum where we will discuss and share some of these things, where you can begin to go and begin to work towards getting and securing these awards for yourself, for your own, towards your own profile and application. My next point is, just looking at the time now, please, I'm going to take a few more questions before I close. My time is almost finished. I've got 10 minutes to finish. So if you have any more questions, please put them in the chat and I'll do my best to address them. What are your contributions to the ecosystem? I want to ask you that question. Many people just work. Do you give back? What do you do to give back? Do you mentor other people? Do you speak at events? Do you, like what I'm doing now is giving back? Nobody's paying me for this. Yes, I'm promoting my product, but I'm also coaching and mentoring and teaching people how to solve a problem. How many of these do you do? We have in our Join Momentum program, we have our podcast, which is called the Launch and Learn podcast. We are currently recording and producing our current season 3. It is free for everybody that comes on our Global Digital Internship and on our CAP program. You are automatically put into the program. Whether you don't have a choice, whether you like it or not, you have to record. You will record, you will present, we will package you, we will broadcast you. you know, and you can reference those things. You can put a link to the podcast where you spoke. These things are super important. And that is why I said I'm so proud of the work that we're doing in Joy Momentum, honestly, because it is transformative. It is really transformative. It's not one of your, it's not a training program. It's not come and do a course and somebody will be talking to. No, it's real work, and it's valuable work, meaningful work that I'm so proud of everybody in that program. I say that every time. I know I can't stop saying that. So yeah. So what are your contributions? What do you do? How many articles have you written? Do you have a blog? Do you have an article? Do you have a YouTube channel that you're educating people about something, or you're helping? What value do you give to your ecosystem? How have you, and are you recognized for those things? Okay. Certifications. All right. You have to take certifications. Certifications are available in our platform as well. In fact, we have a platform called Skills Pathway. If you come on that platform on our program, you can actually get certifications as well. If you have certifications, go to in your industry. If you're an engineer, there's certifications on every type of general industry or discipline now. Get certifications. These are the things that validate that you have the knowledge, that you have the skill. Okay? Certifications are important. I have talked about mentoring. You need to give back. There are platforms that allow you now. If you go on ADP list, ADP is very popular. Okay? Google it, ADP list. Create a profile and tell people that these are the things you can teach them on. And create a profile for yourself and start mentoring people. And they give you points for providing mentoring for free. ADP list is a very good platform for mentoring. If you don't know where to start, create a profile on ADP list and start giving back. Start helping other people to achieve the things that you have achieved. If you don't know, if you think you don't know what to mentor people on, think about the things that you've done and teach other people how to do it. Create a profile on ADP list and you'll be able to, and they don't charge anything, right? And people will book you for mentoring, and it will be recorded on their platform, and you can reference it. You can refer to it. Okay? So mentoring, coaching, do it. Give, share. Don't hold back. Give out. And finally, this is my announcement, ladies and gentlemen. For those who are still with me, let me see you. Please type in the chat, Product Management Mastery Playbook. If you're still with me, type this in the chat, Product Management Mastery Playbook. I'll wait. Let me see people that will type it. Product Management. Oh, somebody sent me a private chat. Oh, somebody said, please check Instagram. There are questions on Instagram. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. I will take Instagram questions in a minute. All right. Thank you for letting me know that. Okay. Guys, please type Product Management Mastery Playbook. All right. I want to see it in the chat. Let me know you are still with me. Let me find Joy Momentum. All right, guys, type in the chat, Product Management Mastery Playbook. Okay, thank you. Product Management Mastery Playbook. I'm going to talk about this, but I want to take some questions on Instagram. Let me see. Except that I don't know how to get to the live stream on Instagram. So let me find it. So bear with me. Yeah. Okay. Product Management Mastery Playbook. Thank you for those who have typed it. Thank you. Oh, fantastic. Amaka, thank you for typing it. Adebiyi from Facebook, from YouTube, thank you for typing that. Now, I will talk about this, but guys, if you can help me find the questions on Instagram, I don't know how to get to it. For some weird reason, you see, I'm a learner when it comes to this social media thing, so I'm getting better. The Lord is good. All right. So I can't see the questions on Instagram, unfortunately. If you can put them on here. Oh, okay. I think I can. How do I get to it? I can see the live, but I can't see. I don't know how to get to the live. All right, guys, somebody can message me on WhatsApp, please? How do I get to the Instagram live so I can see the questions people are asking? I'm sorry for people on Instagram that are asking questions. Okay, let me see. Maybe it's this one. No, I can't see your questions yet. Unfortunately, I'm trying, as you can see. So if you can post their questions in the chat for me, please. Maybe Taiwo or somebody from the team, let me post the Instagram questions on the chat, or I can try my best to address them. If I miss them today, I'll be back again in 2 weeks' time, and I'll try my best to address them. Okay. But now let me talk about the Product Management Mastery Playbook. I have been working as a product manager for the last, I don't know, almost a decade. Okay. And this is a very important area. I'm working with the Growth Academy team at Joy Momentum, and what we are trying to do is create scenario-based digital courses. When I say scenario-based, these are not your typical question and answer type of course or training. This is a program that allows you to access top scenarios from top brands in the world. I'm talking of you will be working on scenarios and problems at organizations like Amazon, at organizations like McKinsey, Accenture, Booking.com. We have simulated the scenarios based on each area of discipline. So if you're a product manager and you're trying to understand how to do pricing, we apart from giving you the context and the discipline and the explanation and the assessment and everything, we also have a problem that relates to pricing, right? And that you need to address and solve. And if you solve that problem, you also get a micro credential for solving that problem, apart from getting a certificate at the end of the program, which is the Product Management Mastery Playbook. So the Product Management Mastery Playbook is my way of empowering many more people to become product-centric managers. I want many people to become product-thinking, product-centric managers, not project managers. Okay, be very clear. There's a difference between product management and project management. Okay, so product management is basically the act of being the voice of the product. You are the single ringable neck of the product. You are the CEO of the product. I have been doing this for a long time, and I want to start mentoring and coaching as many people as possible. And that's why we have designed and we have created the Product Management Mastery Playbook. This is available to order now. You can get in the program and you can start working with me directly. There are some initiatives that are coming through. You start hearing the announcements in the coming weeks. But if you're somebody who maybe you are working as an engineer or project person, or you are working in a particular role that is not very product centric, but you know how important it is to have the ability to come up with an idea and turn that idea into a working solution. That is the skill of a product manager. The ability to work with multiple stakeholders, bringing an idea together and creating a solution that solves a specific problem for users or for customers. That is what a product manager does. And it requires a deep level of skill, some level of ability. So that is why this program has been created and designed. So the Product Management Mastery Playbook is available now to order. If you go to growthacademy.joymomentum.co.uk, you can have access to it and you'll be able to start the program immediately. I'm always in there and I'll be able to support and mentor you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this brings me to the end of my talk tonight. For the people who have asked questions on, okay, let me see. You have pinned your questions from Instagram, right? Okay, let me check. I'm about to close, but let's give it one more time, one more shot. Somebody said the questions on Instagram have been pinned. Okay, let's have a look. You see, Instagram people, I don't have anything against you. So I just can't seem to figure out where. Oh, okay, I think I found it. Hang on. Okay, live. Oh, now, okay. I was clicking the wrong thing. I can see the questions now. Okay, what's the chance for someone? Okay, this is an Instagram question. Tayo Kanch, thank you, Tayo, for pinning this for me. I can read them now. Tayo Kanch says, what is the chance for someone on a graduate visa who has just finished a software development bootcamp? I'm assuming the question is, what are my chances if I'm on a graduate visa and I've just finished a software development bootcamp? Can I apply for the Global Talent Visa? The answer is yes and no. Yes, because you have a chance, but you have some work to do. No, because you are not ready if you have just finished a software development bootcamp. And when you say software development bootcamp, what does that mean? As what? As an engineer? As a developer? As a product manager? What does that mean in terms of software development bootcamp? I really don't know what that translates to. But you have a very, very good chance, definitely, if you can put in some work. I would encourage you, join the WhatsApp group. Somebody was asking in the chat, where is the link to the WhatsApp group? The link to the WhatsApp group is on my screen. It's scrolling at the bottom of my screen. Collins Buka. I think if somebody can please post the link into the chat as well for Collins, so you can join if you join the WhatsApp group, in the WhatsApp group, the link is there for you to access the program. The benefit is to get 10% discount, really. Maybe there will be many other things that we'll do with people that join the WhatsApp group, many more benefits in the future. I can't say anything yet, but please try and join the WhatsApp group. So your question, Tayo Kanch, is, I would say you have a bit more work to do, but you are on the right track. Being the fact that you just finished a bootcamp doesn't put you anywhere in terms of being able to demonstrate the exceptional talent which the Global Talent Visa is all about, if that makes sense. So that's that is my comment on that. Is there any other question on Instagram? I can't see. So if you can help me pin them, I can see about 43 people have joined on Instagram, but I can't seem to see their questions. But my time is up now anyway. Don't worry, I'll get better with managing all this tech together. But it's been amazing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I've had so much fun. Thank you for joining me. For those who just joined, the replay is available on the internet. It will be there. If you have any questions, reach out to my team. www.joymomentum.co.uk. 3 W's, by the way. 3 W's.joymomentum.co.uk, and reach out to the team. Whether if you want to apply for our roles on the Global Digital Internship, the link is there. Go to our talent website, make an application. Like I said, if you don't get selected, secure yourself a spot, help yourself. Today I put on my DP. If people are paying for master's degree at universities at 15, 13, 19K to get a certificate from a university, and they need work experience to be able to actually turn that investment to get returns. What is you sponsoring yourself 30% of £5,000, £1,500 to better and transform your career? Come on, it's no brainer. Yeah, thank you. Nice chatting to all of you. I will leave now the studio, and I will hand over to the media team at Joy Momentum. I think they might have one or two things they want to announce to you. But that's me for tonight. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again in another 2 weeks' time. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.